Hi, Dr. Victoria Aimé, a plastic surgeon in Scottsdale, Arizona, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the different types of tummy tucks. So it's a common question I get, what kind of tummy tuck do I need? There are four main tummy tucks. There's a couple variations, but the four main ones are a mini tummy tuck, a full tummy tuck, an extended tummy tuck, and a circumferential lower body lift. So what are the different options? Why are they indicated in certain people? So a mini tummy tuck really addresses just this lower part of the abdomen. So if you have like maybe mild skin laxity, or what I commonly see is that a C-section scar is stuck down and there's a little bit of an overhang, we can take out that extra skin. The scar is not much longer than a typical C-section scar, confined down into this lower abdomen area. We don't reposition the belly button, so it doesn't change at all for those that are worried about that. And we typically don't even tighten the muscles. The nice thing about this is that you can do this under local anesthesia in the office, and patients do very well with it, and the downtime is pretty minimal. So typically, you're back to your normal activities within a couple of days, and the incision takes maybe a couple of weeks to heal. A full tummy tuck is kind of considered a classic, if you will. So typically it's hip to hip in terms of incision. So my hip bones are right here. So it goes all the way hip to hip. It does hide well in the underwear and bathing suit lines. We'll dissect all the way up to the top of the rib cage, so right up to here. Redrape all this skin down. We'll sew the muscles back together when we need to. Don't always have to, such as in patients that haven't had babies yet, or things like that. But for most of my mommies, I do plicate the muscles and sew them back together, kind of like a corset. We reposition the belly button because once we pull all the skin back down, we have to bring the belly button back through. And the other thing I do is I take out any puffiness or extra fat that's down in this mons area and lift it up a little bit. So that's a classic tummy tuck or full tummy tuck. An extended tummy tuck kind of is helpful when patients have extra skin that goes all the way out to the side. So you can kind of see, if you have a skin crease that goes all the way out to the side, typically that's an indication for an extended tummy tuck. Usually there's more moderate to severe skin laxity. We're going to do the same thing as we do with the full tummy tuck. Dissect all the way to the top of the rib cage, sew the muscles back together when indicated, reposition the belly button, take out that extra fluffiness in the mons area and give us a little lift. Incision goes typically all the way from side to side. Now, a circumferential body lift or lower body lift, also called a belt lipectomy, does all those same things, but it also gives us some pull or lift on our lateral hips here and also over our buttocks. So incision goes all the way around. So that's really indicated for someone who's lost a lot of weight. They have a lot of skin laxity, a lot of extra skin, things like that. That one has more downtime. So once we start talking about full tummy tucks, extended tummy tucks, and lower body lifts, we're talking more in the 4 to 6 weeks range of downtime. I do use Exparel with my full extended and lower body lift tummy tuck patients. It helps give you more comfort during that healing time. But I do tell patients expect to take at least 2 weeks off of work. So mini tummy tuck, you can go back to work Monday if you want. Anything beyond that, I tell patients expect to have at least 2 weeks off, and then it takes about 4 to 6 weeks for full recovery. And I don't use drains typically unless we do a lot of liposuction on the waist and the flanks at the same time, but typically my tummy tucks are drainless, which is a nice feature as well. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below.